tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa! Welcome
Mona
to the
Lisa.
podcast. Welcome back. We're here this time. Whoa! 10th episode. We're here to break your ears.
See, I'm not the best of singers, so I wasn't putting too much soul into that, and then you were there. Full
Dude, you gotta admit, I
panicking
do
at
go
the
in.
disco.
Dude, you gotta go in. Like, that was Brendan Urie. He's a hot piece of stuff.
I can't match his vocal cords, man. Come on.
Dude, neither can I, dude. I think I
He's
broke
insane.
everyone's ears that we're listening to. Dude, that was quite an intro. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the 10th episode of the Boicast.
10th episode of the Boicast. Whoa, what? Are we in double digits
Dude,
territory
we've
now?
hit
Whoa!
double digits. We're never going back to single digits. That's it. Unless we start again with season 2. Season 2 of the Boicast, episode 1.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's only a 12-episode season. If you want more, subscribe to our Patreon, which doesn't exist.
You have to pay for Crunchyroll so you can watch season 2 of the anime podcast.
The anime podcast of the boys.
With the boys.
The boy, dude. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like of other names for podcasts the other day, and dude, nobody has this name for a podcast. And you know what? Since I'm not going to make it, everybody else in the podcast can steal it, right? Because we already have the Boicast, right?
Yeah, man.
Right? But if at any point in time, dude, we have like a fucking YouTube drama fisticuffs, right? We should like and we split up, you know?
Yeah.
And we have to have our podcast fight each other. Dude, I was thinking of an anime podcast called Sunken Ships.
Sunken Ships? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, fucking nobody has that yet. Someone steal it, quick.
Because I was thinking as
So
well,
me and-
you know, like about like how we've started the Boys on Internet, Instagram and Twitter, and soon to be YouTube channel where the podcast will air eventually, but for now,
Whoa.
not just yet, but it will. So go give us a follow on Instagram and Twitter. Love you. But because I was thinking about like if what we do with the Boys on Internet like channel, so it's not just a podcast eventually. Like it's not going to be anytime soon. Like, but I was thinking about like
Oh, you never know.
doing stuff. No, like because I've always wanted to do Let's Plays. Like
Yeah.
like a duo, kind of like the Grumps type of thing. And I was thinking like if we have like Boys on Internet as like a hub, because then me and
Oh, of
you
course.
are Boys on Internet, and then we could integrate Lanky Lads,
Whoa.
and then you could integrate something with Alex, and then it could
Oh my
be
God.
the Alexes and Lanky Lads and Boys on
Wait.
Internet, like all in
we have
one.
To, we have to have boys on the internet. We have to have tiny boys. Tiny boys.
Yeah, but you're
I could
6'2"
be-
as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'2", but like Alex is like, you know, he's a small
He's
lad.
like 4
you know?
foot.
Yeah, exactly. He's 4 foot, dude. Tiny boys, right? If you cut me in half, dude, we'll sort it out. We'll figure this shit out. I'll put off my stilts for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like take those off. Dude, but like then we have the lanky lads in there as well, dude. And we just need one more, right? So we can have the trifecta. So we like.
Well, we'd
you know,
have the
but when-
trifecta.
Oh yeah,
Because there's
that's
Boys
free,
on
right?
Internet, Lanky Lads, and then you and Alex, whatever that show would
Tiny
be called.
Boys.
Tiny Boys, sure.
Dude, of course.
Well, no, because we're Boys on Internet, and then Lanky Lads, it'd have to be like some other form of like male pronoun, if you know what I mean? Because we got
Male
boys,
pronoun.
lads, fellas. It'd have to be
the tiny fellas,
the frail fellas.
frail fellas.
I don't
All
think
right, Alex,
I don't
that's-
think Alex would approve of being called frail.
It's alright. Well, like he doesn't have a choice in this whole situation. Like he's the frail fellas.
Olympian muscle head that he wants to be. Like,
Dude, what's our girls like? We have to have one like.
oh,
with
we'd have
girls
to have like a
as well,
gender
right?
bend like channel.
Oh, gender bend.
Women on the web.
Women on the web. Holy shit! If that isn't taken, holy shit, we're
Snatch it up.
stealing it, dude.
If there's
No, don't snatch it up.
oh,
It's
wait,
ours.
It's ours. Okay, never mind. Don't
Yeah.
snatch it up.
Dude, when we do the cross dressing episode, dude, like we need to change
What
the
up?
podcast
We are
to
the women on the web.
Women, what's going on? My name is Blairlex, the only woman on the web, and I'm here with my other woman. So, but yeah, guys, we've got lots of plans for the new Boys on the Internet YouTube channel. We're going to move the podcast completely there, so we have it all in one place. We're also going to add lots of different content. and we're going to bring more people on. It's going to be very, very exciting. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah, it's not right now,
happens.
but if you could subscribe and hit that bell, and then you'll be notified when we start moving stuff over there. Because we're gonna like give a few episodes of the podcasts as normal, just so people have the time to go subscribe, so we don't lose, so you guys don't miss out on episodes, regardless of what you're listening to. You might be listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, or not even bothered what we're saying right now because the YouTube channel is irrelevant for the podcast.
If you're not listening to on YouTube or anything like that, you guys have nothing to worry about. It will keep being released every week.
It'll still be on all the Spotify's and the Acast and the iTunes, but if you are listening, whenever you get a chance, go give us a subscribe because we're going to be doing more than just a podcast over there, which is going to be nice. We don't know, it's not going to be anytime soon, but we're getting everything set up. we're getting all the stuff set up now so that we've got it all. I made sure to go grab the Instagram and Twitter before someone decided to steal it all.
We nearly lost
completely
that.
Forgot to make all that when we finalized the branding for the channel. We just completely forgot to go take the Instagram and Twitter. I couldn't be bothered with dealing with the whole Boys on Internet 1 or Boys on Internet podcast or Boicast show like we got with the fucking email.
Fellas on the internet, boys on the internet, hashtag dab on them
boys
haters,
underscore on underscore internet
slash we have to put the both of the O's in boys zeros,
oh god, imagine and change the S to a Z. Boys.
The boys, dude.
The boys to men.
Actually, speaking of, that's a big thing to think. Okay, we all had cringy names when we were younger, right?
Oh yeah.
So, I've actually had Blairlex for a very, very long time. Blairlex was the name of my first World of Warcraft character. I don't know, like 10 to 12 years ago.
Oh really?
I don't know. Maybe it's shorter than that. I don't know. My brain is not working. But I've had Blairlex for a very, very long time. But when I went into sixth class, which is nearly in high school, in my primary schools and stuff like that, I was just like, that name isn't edgy enough. So then I became Dark Assassin 222.
Ooh.
Dude, how'd you like that, dude? I kept that for 4 years.
Isn't that still,
my YouTube,
I was going to say, isn't that still the URL to your YouTube channel?
It's still the URL to my YouTube.
YouTube.com/user/DarkAssassin222 and you'll be redirected to the Blairlex YouTube channel.
But Blairlex came before it, and then I went back to Blairlex when I realized I have a really good name.
Blairlex is a great name. I think it's class.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy with it. Dude, how did you get your name?
Well, mine was... just Scottscy on its own was my friend Ben, funnily enough. We were it was in high school and we were all out together and he kept calling me Scottscy. I don't know why. He just came up with it and just started calling me Scottscy loads, and he was the only person who called me it, and I wasn't too fond of it at first. I was like, just call me Scott. And eventually I hit a point, I was like, I actually really like that name. It was one of those that grew on me. And I was like, you know what, I'll have that as my YouTube name, but I didn't want it just Scottscy because I was really into wanting to have a YouTube team, a collection of people, and we all had not a clan tag because it wasn't a clan. It was the same gist of it though. You have a little name at the beginning that you all have, and then your name after it, like Yogscast. It was trying to be Yogscast, because you had Yogscast Martin, Yogscast Lewis, all that. I wanted Te. So we had Scottscy, T-E-H, because Charlie Te Unicorns. Yeah. I had Scottscy, and then we had Brosif, which was Joe, who's now Broski. Yeah, Broski, and then we had someone else who was going to join but never did, and we had a channel called Te Productions, which we've took down now because it had nothing on it. It was we made the channel to put stuff on and then didn't do anything with it. But yeah, and then it got to a point where we dropped the Te. And it became I just became Scottscy, and Joe dropped Te Brosif altogether and became Broski. And but I actually have had many cringier names.
Oh really?
On Xbox.
I was just about to say there just a second ago because you have such a backstory to your name. Do you want to know how I got Blairlex?
Go on.
Okay, so right. My first World of Warcraft character was going to be called Alexander because that is my name.
That's your actual name.
My Alexander. And then obviously Alexander was indeed taken. I was just like, oh,
You
fuck.
don't say.
You don't say. So I took away the A, went to random name generator, and the first thing that came up was a Blairlex.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, that'll do.
You were lucky to get it then.
Yeah. I was like, that'll do. I really like this until I went through my edgy stage, but then I went back. I kept the music of the edgy stage, but I didn't
Dude, you always
stay
gotta have
edgy.
the edgy music, mate. I had
Right.
edgy music.
We were just singing Panic at the Disco earlier. Like...
Panic's not that edgy. That
It's not that edgy.
Panic anyway.
Well,
the
that-
older
yeah.
Panic was.
Yeah.
Like, I chime in with the haven't you
Haven't
people
you
ever
people
heard
ever heard
of?
of? Closing the goddamn door,
But,
no.
I
So
had
good.
some of the cringiest names in the world. A lot
Oh,
of people
tell
think
us.
my first ever name on Xbox was cringy, which I don't think it is. I still think it's amazing. I'd still have it to
Let-
this
let's hear
day,
it.
but it's not really good for branding. It was Turtle Kid 22. Yeah.
What?
I was like, what, 2008 or 7? I think it was 2007 it might have been.
No fucking way, really?
Centuries ago, yeah. Well, I was Turtle Kid... Well, because I had a RuneScape account, which was Turtle Kid 10.
Mhm.
And then I moved to Xbox and tried to use Turtle Kid 10, but it was taken. And became Turtle Kid 22 because it was like the first one that came up. I put in Turtle Kid 10, it was like, oh, how about Turtle Kid 22? I was like, cool, that works. And then on PSN, I was Turtle Kid 11. Yeah, Turtle Kid 11 on PSN. So I had 10
Whoa.
on RuneScape, 11 on PSN, and then 22 on Xbox. And then...
It's- No, I was just thinking, like, it was kind of crazy when you say that as well, because I had one other name. It wasn't really my name; it was my dad's PSN name, and it was called Diver D1VR, and everybody thought it was to do with football, and I was just like, no, it's not. It's underwater diving. 'cause
I
that's
like
what my
jumping
dad
in
did
water.
at the time. But, right, jumping in water, I'm a diver. You know, and I was like, God damn it, man. But anyway, continue on.
What was I saying? Yeah, I've had multiple names on Xbox. The next one I went to was, you know, because you got those free on Xbox, you got free accounts, didn't you? For like 3 months of Xbox Live for free.
Yeah.
Like pre-installed. So I had Turtle Kid, which was my first one that I used for ages and even paid for online, but then my Live ran out and I didn't have any money, and it was nowhere near Christmas to buy my year. You know the way you get your year every Christmas. And I didn't get that.
Remember that?
So I made one of the free month accounts and called it
Yeah.
Fruity Poo.
Fruity Poo?
Fruity Poo. It's still on
Ugh.
Xbox. Fruit, as in like FruitiPoo. That was one of them.
Dude.
I can't remember. I just thought it was funny. I don't know why.
I can't get down with that, dude. I really can't.
I don't remember why it was called that.
But then again, I can't get down with
came up
poop.
with it.
I just can't get down with it, man.
I'm a
Like,
poopy
the
dude.
feces.
I'm a poopy dude.
You're a poopy dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I don't know,
Um,
man. Like whenever somebody puts like poop in their name, or they're just like, haha, poop. I'm just like, ugh, it just feels so strange, right? You know, it's just like, leave that in the bathroom.
Be gone.
Be
then-
gone, friend.
So after Fruity Poo, I used a load of random accounts from friends that would just give me their accounts to play Halo, because it was when Halo 3 was big and it's all I wanted to do. And if I had no live, my life was over. So I just
Oh yeah.
borrow mates' accounts to play online, play on my mates, like just make new accounts with 2-day free trials and all this. And I remember like after that stage of making random accounts with random names that aren't memorable at all, I then made an account called Chemical Carlin, which was...
Chemical Carling.
Do you want to know where I got the word chemical from?
My Chemical Romance.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, dude.
So that was Chemical
Yeah,
Carlin
dude.
for a while. That one stuck. I still like to that day like that name because it just sort of flows quite well. And then from there,
It's like one of those long names that really works, you know? Sometimes you have like too long a name that you can't really work with, but I could see that on the top of somebody's channel.
yeah, it's quite good in it, and you could see like the art and everything being like chemical and green. It fits my whole like green
Yeah.
aesthetic as well. But then I went from there. I went to Prologue Mythic.
Prologue Mythic.
Yeah, because this is where it
Okay.
gets cool. In high school, I had a band that we needed. We were trying to think of a name, and we remember seeing the word prologue, like in one of our lessons about like this is the prologue to the story. And we were like, prologue? That's kind of cool. Like, not really knowing what prologue meant. So we just called it prologue, and then realized prologue was like like what happened before. And we were like, that actually kind of fits because we're a band that's just starting up in high school, and maybe when we get bigger, we'll make a new name. But we never did. We just left. But we had Prologue, which was our band, and then we started Prologue Vlogs, which was our vlogging channel.
Whoa.
And then we started Prologue Nation, which was our clan for Modern Warfare 2. So
I actually really like Prologue. That's actually really cool.
Prologue Mythic, because Mythic from Halo.
Yeah.
So I was Prologue Mythic, and then my mate was Prologue Vortex, because we had a song called Into the Vortex.
Do you still have it?
No, we didn't record it.
Oh,
we just performed it at like one of the school like concerts. It was so shit.
Sick?
No,
come on. No, it's gotta be better than it was. Like you think it was.
3 chords.
Yeah.
Pretty much looped because our guitar player was shit. I was better than him, and I was the drummer. I had to go up and teach him how to play guitar, then play the drums. But it was just like,
oh my God.
that was the whole song. And then we had like synth in the background of my mate. There was no lyrics. We didn't have a singer at the time.
Oh.
And then we were like, my mate was on synth, like, and I was just drumming in the background like a maniac. And then I had a drum solo bit, and I remember the drum solo bit was really weird because I was there with the teacher at the time, and we were in like what, year 9, I think we were in, which is about what, 11, 12, I was about 13, 14 at the time. So I was there trying. Okay. He was like, oh, put a drum fill here, and I was like, all right. I tried to do like I did a really simple, pretty shitty one, and my teacher just went, that was a bit of shit, wasn't it? I was like, all right then. That's some tough love right there. Did you make it better? Yeah, slightly. It got a little bit better, but
what an asshole.
The song was really slow tempo. Oh Jesus, choking on my drink,
dude. That's like
it was a really slow tempo song, so I couldn't really start going like. I had to sort of like like just dead simplistic. But
it must always like suck for the drummer when the song is like kind of just chill. You know, he's just gonna go like boom.
Well, I enjoyed it because it was just a dead simple beat, and I could just get on with it and just have a good time. And then I want to get back into names, but I also want to talk about my band more.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, I'll come back to the band. We'll leave Prologue in the back because we had a channel where we also did Prologue games, where it was like like we tried to make Modern Warfare 2 montages and Black Ops montages, and they were all garbage. But
oh no, they were the height of like quality back then, dude. No, 100% like that. Listen, I will defend Call of Duty montages to my dying day. They're just a bit shit, like, but they were great back then.
I still go back and watch iReaps every now and then. Do you remember that channel? Like they were the person you go for Modern Warfare 2 montages. They uploaded a Modern Warfare 2 montage last year. They're still on it.
What?
And it was apparently
still doing it.
The reason they got so popular is because they said they were a lesbian girl, and like posted these pictures of her and stuff, and everyone believed it was her. When I don't, to this day, like I'm like, no, it wasn't. But back when I was little, I was like, dude, that's really hot. Oh, whoa, lesbian. Whoa, play Call of Duty. Like it was like super like different than me and my mates playing Call of Duty. We were like, whoa. But in reality, it was probably just a dude.
You're like, yeah, but it's always like super strange when you're younger. Like you kind of just sit there and just go, like, well, like at least now the times have definitely changed. But when you were younger, like girl gamers were a thing. They were all over the place, and there was like, like you would be able to find one nearly in every game. It's just. Like in your head, they was just like they were a magical unicorn. You'd never see them again. Like you just like whoa. And then you grow old, and then you're just like, holy shit, they're everywhere.
Well, I'm like I've like now that I'm like this age, I like every girl I've known like in uni and that like they all played games, and it's just not a big deal anymore. It's like it's because gaming was in that stage of like everyone thought back in high school, everyone still thought it was like that's for losers. Oh, only nerds play video games. World of Warcraft. Oh, get away. And now it's like the other way around. Like. Girls always talk about playing Call of Duty and playing fucking Fortnite and all this. But,
dude, it's actually kind of awesome. I love it, dude. I love how people can be more open about playing video games. It sounds so strange to say that.
It's like, I love that game and has blew up because that means now there's more money in the industry, meaning games are going to get more funding and be better. So I can't, like, why do people complain like, oh, why are normies playing video games? It's like, shut up. They're funding games. Just leave them to it.
normies have money.
Yeah, normies have money,
We
which we
don't.
can then enjoy in the form of better video games.
Yeah,
But
dude, fucking normies, you're welcome in my community.
yeah, come on in, normies.
Come on, normies.
I retract the rees.
Come on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get some normies on the podcast.
Defend yourself.
We'll talk about anime and video games, and they'll be like, "What? I want to go play
Excuse me?
FIFA," and you're like, "Ree."
Fucking FIFA.
What was that? So what was I on? I was on montages, Modern Warfare 2, right?
You were,
So
yeah.
after Prologue Mythic, this is where shit gets interesting. Because I then became, that was when on Xbox, I actually went back to Chemical Carlin for a while, but now with capital C's. Because originally I was all lowercase, and then this time it was capital C on Chemical and capital C on Carlin. And then I dropped that when Minecraft was about to come out on Xbox.
Oh, wait. Oh, were you like a Minecraft Xbox boy first?
Well, no, because I had it on
PC?
Mac,
Ah.
and it was awful on Mac. It was, you couldn't install mods. The only mod I could get in was Optifine, which made it work because I needed it for it to work. If it didn't have Optifine, it wouldn't run. It'd run at like 2 FPS. But I played the shit out of it on Mac, but then it would start crashing at late game because too much stuff was loaded in, like too many chunks were rendered. So I was like, oh, I want it on Xbox. So I got it on 360 before I had a PC and everything. But I remember I changed my name on... I changed my name on
Oh no, that giggle.
Xbox, and I still hate it to this day. It's not my Xbox name anymore, but my God, was it bad. It
What
was, right. It's Creeper XD. No, Creeper, sorry. It was Creeper XD. So that when you died in-game, if I killed you in-game, it'd say, like, say if it was you, it'd say Blairlex was killed by a Creeper XD.
Oh my fucking God.
But everyone loved it. Like, everyone I played games with loved it because I'd get messages like, oh, you hyped for Minecraft coming to Xbox. And I was like, yeah, so excited. And everyone was vibing with it. And I was like, yo, this is sick. And now I think back to it and I'm like, I was the kid I look at now and laugh at. Like, I was that.
No, dude, you were the cool kid at that point in time, dude. If
I was on
everyone
Minecraft before
sliding
Minecraft
into
was
your
cool.
DMs, being just like, listen, dude, you hear about Minecraft coming to Xbox? It's
Yeah.
not coming to Xbox, man. No, it's coming, dude.
But then
We're gonna be friends.
that's when my name changed to that's when I became Scottscy with an extra Y. Because it wouldn't let me have normal Scottscy because I had that on PlayStation.
Mm.
Like, you can't have the same names as PlayStation. You know, it's really weird. I don't
Wait,
know
what?
why.
Like on
I was
Xbox?
having issues. Yeah. I was
What?
having issues having the same name as on PlayStation. Like, it wouldn't let me be Scottscy on Xbox because no one else had it. But I had it on PlayStation, so I felt like at the time I thought that clashed, but it might have been something else. I don't know. But
Yeah,
then,
no, so like somebody must have had it then. At
yeah,
that
but
point in time.
I
feel
always tried
they
like
wouldn't
searching the
check that
profiles,
shit,
and I
you
even
know?
checked on like the website, and it was nothing. It didn't exist.
Oh, they
but-
might have been banned.
Possibly. Like my
Yeah.
fucking Twitter handle, someone
What?
had Scottscy before me and then got banned, so there is no Twitter account called Scottscy. But
Dude,
it won't
I
have it because it's apparently
know.
taken.
Dude, I have that as well, dude. It's fucking it's
awful.
Blairlex, my dude, on Twitter, but like Blairlex, nobody's got it.
I have to be
Just a
Scottscy
banned
YT.
account, and I just want it. I want the handle so bad.
But yeah, that's when I went from Scottscy, and now my Xbox account is just Scottscy, and that's what I am on everything now, which is mad.
That's
I'm
actually
still
crazy.
Scottscy on PlayStation, funnily enough, because that's what I got today. But we'll go on to that in a minute. So what was I talking about? I was on my band. I felt like
were
I
on
spoke
the
too
band.
much.
No, go ahead, keep going.
Are you
I'm
sure?
enjoying it. I'm
You've been-
enjoying this. Right?
You've had some input,
Like-
it's fine. At least you haven't just stayed quiet the whole time.
Oh yeah, dude. I literally had 3 names in my entire life, so I couldn't really add too much there. But I'm enjoying this conversation.
I've had
dude.
tons. I've had RuneScape names. One of my biggest RuneScape names was Kodak 498. You know, the camera make Kodak.
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
yeah,
was sat
yeah.
at my granddad's computer and he had a pack of batteries that said Kodak on it, and I was like, "Yo, Kodak sounds cool." I put it into RuneScape, and then it was like, "Sorry, Kodak's taken. Do you want this? Kodak 498." I was like, "Boom."
Got him.
There I am.
Oh, dude, actually, it's fun. Actually, I do have one more story, right? One more story from my World of Warcraft days.
From the
So
WoW
when I was
days.
younger, my sister wanted to come play like World of Warcraft with me.
World
So
of
I was
Warcraft.
just like, World of Warcraft. And I was like, okay, you can come play World of Warcraft. And she's just like, okay, let's start new characters together. And I made Bob the Dark Elf Hunter.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bob, like, actually, just Bob the Dark Elf Hunter. He was a warrior, but like, and she made Slutzella.
Okay.
And I was just like, Charlotte, you can't do that. We're on an RP server. She's like, you don't know how to spell. I was like, fuck, she's got me there.
She got me there.
She's got me. God damn it. Then we got to like level 20 and then we stopped playing. But like, that was some fond memories with me and my sister playing fucking World of Warcraft together.
I had a name on World of Warcraft. I had an orc. This was after like I've made like 1 million saves on it. Because I'd always just get the free trials just to play it. Because I liked World of Warcraft, but I didn't have the money for it, so I'd just enjoy getting to level 20 and then stopping. I had a character who was an orc, and I called him Big Testes. Because he was just a massive fucking orc called Big Testes. I was like, this is great. Funnily enough, never got banned.
But not yet. It'd probably be banned now, sadly enough. But
it's probably been shut down because it was a free account made in like 2011.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know if they do that actually.
Not clear.
I think they take away your name, but you've still got your character.
Oh well.
So dude, Big Testes could come
Big Testes
back.
is still out there rocking, swinging his big testes in the wind.
Dude, Big Testes is kind of like one of those Tamagotchis where he's just like, one day my master will come home and he'll play with me again.
I'll log into World of Warcraft on the email that I've probably forgotten because I made it that day just to sign in and get a free account. But you know,
yeah, but like
one of those like emails that I've used once just to get World of Warcraft, and that's it.
Big Testes is still waiting for you, dude. You have to find him. Find Big Testes.
The dream.
Oh yeah, you were talking about your band though.
I was talking about my band on a prologue. Oh yes. Well, basically, we had the band, which was just me and the boys, and we'd play like we played our song, which was Into the Vortex, was really shit. And then like a few months later, we wanted to do proper covers, so we got a singer. Mm-hmm. So there was this girl who was a singer who was like friends with us, and she's like a proper singer. She does like shows and stuff nowadays. But
really?
Back when we had a band, she was a proper like scene kid. But now she does like sort of really, I wouldn't say opera, but it's really good singing. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, she does like proper singing.
There's like musicals and stuff.
Yeah. I think she played like Elsa in one of them or something, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But we had a band, and we covered 2 songs with that band, which we did a song called, what was it? It was by Cobra Starship. Guilty Pleasure by Cobra Starship. We did that, and that was really fun. But then we did a song, because we didn't fully finish Cobra Starship, we got like most of it done, but the guitar was a bit too complex for a mate who can't play guitar.
Dude, this poor guy, you've been roasting him this entire time, dude.
He deserves it. He tried to play guitar and he just couldn't, but...
Dude, he's the best fan on the podcast, dude. He's sitting there just being like...
It was infuriating back then.
Dude, what if now he's like a guitar expert? Like he's like playing with his teeth and shit, like Jimi Hendrix style. Like, dude, what if you go back there now and you see what you missed out on? He was gonna be a star, dude. He just had to go. He had to get the muscle memory. Just playing with those muscles.
But what does he say? Yeah, because then we went on to do "Since You've Been Gone" by Kelly Clarkson.
Because
we had a female singer, so it worked really well.
Yeah,
and that it was really simple chord progression for guitar and keyboard and piano, because we had fucking keyboard and piano. It was a mental band, and
yeah, that's like for like high school. How the fuck did you find everybody?
Well, we were all just friends anyway.
Okay.
And they were just the instruments we happened to play. Oddly enough, we all fell perfectly into it. Like, I was mates with my mate Ben, who was really into playing bass. I'd been a drummer for like 2 years before I met him. And then my mate Matty played a lot of keyboard. And my mate Johnny played a lot of keyboard. And then Owen was trying to be a singer guitar player. Like, you know, like the duo, like where you do both. But he stopped singing for a bit and just played guitar for us. So yeah, we all just sort of had the instruments already. Like, it just worked. It was weird. And then we found our singer, who was actually like a really good singer. So it's insane.
Actually kind of like scary. Like, speaking of like the singer guitarist, right? That's actually like so much harder than I thought it was.
Oh yeah,
know? Like it's unreasonably difficult.
I can't even sing and play Guitar Hero. Never mind like an actual guitar.
Dude, I'm like sitting there playing rhythm games, right? Like fucking like if I can't do that when I'm playing rhythm games, which like are 3 times less like
Difficult.
hard, right? Like
Yeah.
how the fuck do half of these bands do this? Like it's ridiculous. I think like a lot of the bands that I like who did have the guitar for a while actually started like dropping the guitars and just being like, I'm a singer now.
Well, it's like Ed Sheeran, in it. Like he was huge because he played guitar and like sang at the same time, and now he just sings, doesn't he?
Was it?
Yeah,
he
was really good at it.
Really? Was that why he got famous?
Well, not why he got famous. He was just that's like what his style was. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I think he got famous because he was a really good singer and a really good writer. Because he writes for a lot of artists now, doesn't he?
He does actually.
Like apparently, wasn't it like one of his biggest songs recently? Not recently, but it was like one of his albums a few years back. Like one of his biggest songs was
Justin
meant to be
Bieber,
for
I think,
Rihanna,
right?
I think.
Was it?
Yeah, and then his producers were just like, "No, you do it.
Really?
It's
Wow.
that good. Like you keep it."
That's actually kind of mad, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, like since like this guy is kind of that not that talented. Sorry, that's probably the right word to say. Like, why would you want somebody else to sing your songs, right? Like that you've put work into. I guess like it's a different mindset,
Well,
right?
it's like being a writer, innit? It's like
I guess so.
if you're a writer and you write a film, you'd want people to perform your words. You know what I
True.
mean? You
Yeah.
wouldn't want to write a film and then try and do all the roles in it. You'd want people to act it and just portray your vision the way you want it, if you know what I mean.
But it's like,
And like he was
with
writing
music and
specifically
stuff.
for them. It wasn't a case
Oh,
of
right.
it wasn't
Okay,
a case
okay.
of he wrote a song and then was going to give it to them. It was he was writing a song for Rihanna and then they read it and were like, "No, you keep it, make her a different one." Like it was like that.
Okay. Oh, that
Apparently.
makes sense.
That's
That
what I've
makes
heard.
sense.
It might be complete gibberish, but don't
I can
fact check
see
this
that.
podcast. We chat from our minds, not from sources.
Yeah, if you guys do find the sources, then those are the sources.
Shout
that
at us
we
on Twitter
went
because then
from-
you can
yeah.
follow us.
Add us on Twitter.
But yeah, if you check it-
Twitch.tv.
If you check out twitch.tv/twitter.com.
Twitch.tv/twitter.com. Yeah.
If you go on Instagram, yesterday, I'm gonna put a picture on a story now. Have you logged into the Instagram yet?
I haven't logged into the Instagram yet. No, I do
Log
need
into
to.
it and put something on the story.
Okay, I can do that. I'll do that later.
I was gonna say do it now because I'll put a picture like recording podcast and then you can be like same.
God damn it, dude! I don't know the password. I forgot it.
Yes, you do.
What's the password? Don't say the password on.
I'll
like,
say it out loud.
No,
It's
no,
your mum gay. Got him.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. The same password we have for everything on the channel.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? That's 100% not true. That's
But anyway, I went off topic. Since you've been gone with my band,
I can't sleep for the first time.
I hate that song so much just because of this.
Oh, dude, I actually fucking love it.
Because we tried to do like a hybrid of like, you know, there's Kelly Clarkson, the original, and then there's the A Day to Remember one, wasn't they?
Oh, the Day to Remember one is actually my
Which is
favorite.
really good. But yeah, we tried to do like a hybrid because we had a female singer, but we all wanted to be like a rock band, so we tried to hybrid it a bit more. So it was like female singer, but with heavier like music in the background. It worked kind of, but we had an open day for the school so that like parents could come in and look at the school grounds to see if the kids want to come here and bring their kids to show around and stuff. We had one of them, and we were the band chosen to show off in the music department.
Really?
So we had to sit in one of the music classrooms playing that on repeat for about 4 hours straight. We had like mini breaks, but just doing the same song over and over and over again. It just killed us inside.
That actually sounds like hell. That
Yeah,
actually does.
That's
sound
why
like
I just
hell.
hate the song
Ugh.
now. It's the same thing happened to Joe, funnily enough, because he had a band going in high school. It was like because we all did music, and you have to be in a band for a group recording.
Yeah.
So his band got chosen to do something similar, and they had to do "Killing in the Name of" on repeat.
Oh no.
And they just
Oh.
hate "Killing in the Name of" now. Every time I get my guitar out, I go, hey Joe, dum din 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 din, and he's like, no.
Oh, dude, but "Killing in the Name of" is actually one of those songs that I don't know why I couldn't
You can't
listen to
help-
that for too long. Like it's one of those songs that feels very samey. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
but
I've heard
it's
it
very
before.
safe in it. Like
It's
that's the
super
point of it.
safe, yeah.
It's meant to be one of those songs that get stuck in your head because it's all about like going against the machine and all this.
The machine taking down the machine.
Because it's like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Dude,
so, but yeah,
bring down the man. Do it, dude. We're bringing him down tonight.
But that was all Prologue's adventures. We did 2 songs and then we split up. Never to be seen again. Might do a reunion tour.
You should do a
we
Where
get
Are They
together
Now,
and just
like...
play. We just get back together and just play that one song on repeat around the country.
Like, the concerts are all going to be like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, it's just that for 4 hours. It's just Cinch You Been Gone for 4 hours straight. That's the whole concert.
No, please don't do
Cinch
this
You
to
Been
me.
Gone.
I can't sleep for the first time. Dude, if you ever need like a backup singer, leave it
Oh
to
no,
me,
dude. Our band is gonna take off.
Dude, my band is gonna take off.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it. It'd be great.
Dude,
If anybody's good at guitar, hit us
100%.
up. We can't pay you, but you can be in the band. Because I want to learn guitar, but it's gonna take us ages, and I want to make music now.
We
So,
want to make music.
I'll
now.
rap. You can
Yeah,
put down
rap.
your
I'll,
beautiful
I'll,
harmonies.
I'll put down the sick lines, right?
So I really want to do like a cover of some Linkin Park stuff.
We should like just do
It's
that
so
anyway.
cool.
Like I'm sure
reckon
we
I could learn
find
the
some
guitar.
instrumentals.
I reckon I could learn the guitar quite easily because in the end it's pretty easy, and then we'll get Joe on keyboard. You know what I mean? Get
Oh
him
my
in
god!
with the
Oh my god!
dun,
We did it.
dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. No, that did like I'd say. Let's do it next week.
Next week.
Let's do it next
That's
week.
it.
Let's
Just
do
make
it.
it. Do a
Let's do it
song.
next week.
We'll
Yeah,
stream the whole process.
I'd actually love to do that. I'd love to stream the whole process of making a song.
I wanted to set a challenge for myself. Give myself
Dude,
myself
I'm fucking
24
tongued.
hours. Install music software again because I know my way around a music software ish. I need like a minute to refresh myself.
Yeah.
But just give myself 24 hours, my guitar, my drum kit, and cover a song, and see what I come out with at the end.
That's
you know what I mean?
actually a really good challenge to learn because like it's like at the end of the day you have to have a product finished by the end, and you're gonna learn so much from having to rush
I
through
was
that
gonna say,
project.
even if
right?
it's not a full song, I'd still have something to listen to. In 24 hours, you will have something.
yeah,
It may not be done, it may not be mixed, it may not be leveled correctly, but something will be on the timeline. I'm not going to sit there for
even if
24
it's
hours
just the
figuring
chorus,
out
right?
like FL Studio and come to the end and be like, oh, there's nothing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean-
you know? Dude,
So, I
that's
wanna
actually
give it
like
a
a
go.
really good like. That's a really good challenge actually. That
we
should
should
be
do
a
it
thing.
together one time, like both
I'm
try
more than
and
willing.
create a track.
Dude, that could be a fun like video on the Boys on the Internet.
Because didn't
Like,
you do a
great.
stream where you were trying to learn music software?
I did, but I kind of just played around with it since, and then like played somebody else's songs. Just like, look what I made.
Because I really want to do an In the End cover because I fucking love that song and I know all the words to the rap and the
Dude,
way like the singing is, I reckon you could do quite well the singing in it.
I could give it a good go. Like I don't actually know the complete note of the words, but I could do that. I could give it a
Learn
good
them
go.
Easy.
Yeah.
It starts with one
One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Keep that in mind. I design this rhyme to remind myself how I try.
So hard. Actually, speaking of like
By the
vocal
way
stuff.
you were marking me. Well,
Oh shit. Dude,
sorry.
sorry, no, it's fine. I was like, oh, dude, you made me swoon there for a little bit, dude. Fucking holy shit. No, but speaking of vocal stuff, today I was busy. Today I was super
You've been a
duper
busy boy all
I
day.
have been a busy boy. I've auditioned for 37 projects today. I started at 9 a.m. today and finished at 9 p.m. so that we could record the podcast. I have
The podcast that was meant to be out yesterday.
That was meant to be out yesterday, but it's gonna probably be out Thursday now.
Yeah. Sorry
that's
about
okay.
the 2-day delay, everyone. We love
Sorry.
you, but we were busy. My brother came to visit, and then I was in work all the way around it, and just couldn't figure it out.
I'm his
And then
brother.
Blair's been doing a lot of work.
I have indeed,
We've
dude.
been
But
busy. So
dude, speaking of, there's a lot of cool projects that I've auditioned for recently, dude. There's
Hell
a lot of
yeah,
there's a lot of games. There's a lot of animations. There's a lot of things going on. Who knows? There might be more announcements in the future of me voicing in more stuff.
if there's anyone out there that wants a very mediocre at best voice actor, hit me up.
I thought you were gonna say me then. I was just like,
If you want a
"Aw."
fantastic voice actor, they go for you. If they want a mediocre at best, me.
Nah, stop it,
Hello.
you. Stop
This is
it.
my voice. Hello.
Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Actually, speaking of, I'm actually kind of glad that I don't have as deep a voice as
Your
normal
voice
people.
is good for like cartoon characters.
Yeah,
I think you can match a lot of really cool cartoon character voices.
that's the thing. That's why I'm very very happy about it, because I've got a lot of deep voiced friends in the biz.
In the biz.
In the biz.
But they can just do strong characters and voiceovers.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the time they're stuck doing McCree.
Oh, yeah.
And while I fucking love McCree, it's just a lot of these guys come to me and they're just like, I'm sick of doing the same fucking character all the time.
What's his name again? The guy who does McCree? Matthew what?
Matthew Mercer.
Yeah, Matthew Mercer.
Yeah,
he's a legend.
he's kind of crazy. He's got
He's
got a
cool.
wide range. Like he can do
he's in
whatever he
everything,
wants.
isn't
He is in
fucking
everything. But he's like talented enough that he can be in everything. He's got like his voice is deep, but it's not too deep that you're like trapped.
He puts it on, can't he, as well? Like he can, but he can just go into something really like heavy, can't he?
Yeah. You know, like when you have some voice actors who just have the God of War voice, the new God of War voice, where it's just like, boy. You know, like I now that I've talked to so many people who have that type of voice, I always feel so strange. Some of them love doing like the same voice over and over again. They can just like that, like they're fine to be in their comfort zone. But I've talked to a couple recently now, and they're just like, "Fucking, I'm so sick that you have no lows," and I'm just like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, I was like, "Yeah, but like, no, I'm pretty proud of how my voice can like change, because I can do lows, but it's more of an orcish low, you know, just like a, oi, fucking Rangers! I'm gonna take them down, you know, like that. If I was supposed to do like a normal deeper voice, like this is as far as I can go, you know, like. But if I wanted to do a high voice, I could go pretty high with this, you know what I mean? I guess up here is perfectly fine, you know? Like it starts to strain a little bit when it goes a little bit more like this, but you know what I mean? Like now I'm starting to strain my voice, but when it goes down a little bit, then
I
you get my
love that
normal
voice. You need to do that all
Which
the time.
one? The
high pitched one. I love it.
What are you talking about? You mean this one? Come on, Scottscy, that's not very nice.
Let's go on an adventure.
Sora!
Let's go on a butt sniffing adventure.
Sora, we have to go save the Kingdom Hearts, Sora. Hey, that's not Mickey Mouse. That's not Mickey Mouse at all. Sora.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Sora.
Oh boy.
Actually, speaking of, I've heard that you're going to be doing some streams after this podcast. You're going to be playing the whole of Kingdom Hearts. Isn't that right?
Maybe. Well, hell yeah. Well, so if you're listening to this podcast and you watched some of my streams from Thursday night, is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dude.
Yeah. Wednesday, my
so
dude.
If you're watching, you'll know that when I was streaming, we recorded the podcast just before. How mental! But yeah, recently I picked myself up a PlayStation Pro and the Kingdom Hearts HD collections, the two of them, and Kingdom Hearts 3. So I'm planning on doing complete playthroughs of all Kingdom Hearts games. On my Twitch.
Excited. I'm really excited to see what you think of them.
Because I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
They're strange games. They're really, really strange games. So I played them like out of order. Because like you're supposed to play Kingdom Hearts and then you're supposed to say play something else and not go on Kingdom Hearts 2 yet.
It's Kingdom Hearts 1 and then it's like a Game Boy Advance game and then it's like a DS game and then it's Kingdom Hearts 2 and then it's Kingdom Hearts 360 Days and then it's Night of Sleep, and then it's free or something like that. It's insane.
It's unreal. And like some of the games are so different. There's like a card game like Kingdom Hearts where you like your only attacks are cards. And I've heard that one was pretty rough to play through.
I was gonna say I've heard that's the worst one, but good story, but worse combat.
It's like,
but I've got them all. I'm gonna play them all. So,
dude, I'm super excited to see you play them because I played Kingdom Hearts 1. I've played Kingdom Hearts 2. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I haven't watched anybody play Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm going to be watching you.
You're not a console boy, have you? The only console you've got is a Switch, innit?
I've got a Switch. I stopped being a console boy after the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
So did I.
Yeah.
Like, I had my 360, then I got my PC, and then never played my 360 again and sold it. And then Halo 5 came out, and I really wanted it, so I bought an Xbox for it. Played a lot of Halo 5 on that. then played like the occasional shooter because like Call of Duty played really well on console.
It is one of those games that does actually sometimes
But now I
feel
can't
more
go
fun on
back.
consoles, you know? Is that a weird
So
thing
I was
to say?
really into Call of Duty on console, and now if I go back, I'm like, this is awful.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because of how adjusted I am to mouse and keyboard now. Like, you saw, like, that new Apex Legends came out, didn't it? Like 2 days ago.
Oh, it did, yeah. You were
That new
telling me
shooter,
about that.
the Titanfall Battle Royale, which I'm in love with.
Is it good? Is it?
It is incredible. You need to try it. Promise. I promise you'll enjoy it. You might not like play it forever,
Yeah.
but you will enjoy it.
Okay. Well, I'll give it
Because
a go.
it's like Borderlands and Overwatch had sex with PUBG.
But I'm like, I don't know, like, you see, the whole battle royale genre for me has like I'm just kind of sick of it.
Yeah, but this one has abilities. So you've got individual legends, kind of like heroes from Overwatch.
Okay.
So each person has their own abilities and own like sort of passives and stuff. And then you've got obviously the classic weapon attachments and weapons, but there's all different types of weapons. There's energy weapons, light weapons, heavy weapons. And then one of my favorite features is the respawns. So basically, if you're, like the classic battle royale, you get shot, you get knocked, and then you can pick up shields. So if you get a better shield, you can have a shield while you're down. So if you've got level 1 shield, it's just this little like shield in front of you that you hold up when you're knocked. And then it gets bigger and bigger until you get like the max level, and then there's a dome around you when you're down, so you actually can't take damage until they break the shield. Which is really cool. So it's harder for them to fucking first you immediately.
Oh, okay.
And then
That's
there's
actually
also
kind of cool, actually.
when you fully die, you have 80 seconds for your teammate to collect your banner from your loot chest. And then they can take that banner to a respawn beacon and call you in on a dropship, and then you come back.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're dead, you're not dead unless they don't recover your banner.
So is it like 100, like
60
100
players.
60 players. Okay, so it's like it's
a
more
lot better,
shorter.
but it's a lot small map. It's a smaller map, so you see people a lot.
Okay.
But the gunplay is way better than any battle royale I've ever played.
You see, I'm always so afraid when with battle royales, right? Because I played PUBG and I played Fortnite. I played like
They're
a
all
lot of them.
clunky messes compared to this.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all clunky
feels finished.
messes, and the maps are too big. I don't want to like run around for like a half an hour and then get shot. You know?
That's what I liked about Call of Duty. The movement felt good.
Yeah.
The gunplay felt good, and the map was a good size. I just hated their armor system.
Yeah.
Hated it. Whereas they've done such a good job of this one. It feels like Fortnite's armor system, which I really enjoyed. You know the way you've got your potions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get things called battery cells, which restores 1 block of your shield. You get a shield battery, which does 4 blocks, and then a Phoenix battery, which does full health and full shield.
Oh.
And your shield is sized depending on what armor you've got. There's level 1 to level 4 armor, and level 4 armor gives you the full shield bar and a revive. So if you get knocked, you can instant revive yourself and stuff. There's loads. It's really cool.
Can you physically see someone's armor level on them?
No.
Ah.
That's one of the shames about it. It's really weird. But you can tell when you're shooting them.
You know?
It comes
you
up,
can tell?
like what color your numbers come up, I think is what level armor they have on. So if your numbers come up purple, it means they've got level 3. If it comes up blue, they've got level 2. And then white, it's level 1. I think.
I suppose like then it
I've
like,
not played
comes
it
to
enough.
it comes to the thing like when you shoot people and they like you don't see like their armor level and stuff like that. I guess you have to be more careful. But I'm kind of one of those people whenever I play battle royales and stuff like that. I want to be in and I want to be out, you know?
Yeah.
It's
super quick.
Is it? Yeah, really?
It's not an hour long like PUBG. It's not like half an hour like Fortnite. It's about matches can be about 20 minutes.
Really?
Maybe stretched. Maybe a bit longer, but like average. Yeah, they're really quick because the map's smaller and it's only 60 players.
Okay, that's better. That's better for me.
When you drop from the play, it's only 3 players in a squad, and it's only squads. There's no solos, no duos. It's just triples. That's it.
Oh, okay.
There's no fills.
Wait,
so
there's
you
no
can't
solo?
No.
Really?
It's just triples, and there's no fill, so you have to play with randoms if you don't have a full team.
Is it like a how do I say, like a you were saying like it's gonna like hero based? Does that mean everyone have a role? Do you have like a medic? Do you have like a
Yeah, you have medics, tanks. But all it means, all the roles are the abilities. It doesn't affect how much health they have. It doesn't affect how much damage they output. It just affects their perks. Like, one character has a healing drone that they can call out and everyone gets heals from it. One person can drop a shield. So, like, the guy I was playing, Gibraltar, he drops, like, a bubble shield, like a Halo bubble shield. And his ultimate is to call in a missile barrage, and it just starts raining missiles from the sky.
All right.
And like my favorite character, Pathfinder. His normal ability is a grappling hook.
Okay.
Like the Call of Duty grappling hook that you have on Blackout.
Yeah.
It's like that. And then he can deploy a zipline that everyone can use. And there's just loads of different abilities for each character, and it's really cool.
That's actually...
I've just sent you a picture then of like, remember last week when you were saying that I'm like really good at shooters on PC?
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, wow, guys,
that was our first win.
He's just sent me a picture where he's put first place. You've got the boy to the left, right? He's got 0 kills. You got the boy to the right who's got 1, and then Scottscy's got 8 out of like everybody right there.
It happened again the game after. I got 9, but I forgot the screenshot. I got 9, kind of got like 2, and I think Joe got like 2 as well. I was just there with 9, like, yeah, yeet.
You're actually like, you've actually made me like kind of want the game now. Like, oh, dude,
I promise you will find it enjoyable. You might not like play it like, because like look at PUBG. You played it a few times and now you're done with it.
I paid like 300 hours of PUBG. Now, that's the thing. Like,
what? Yeah, but I mean, like you're like me now. You'll only play it if someone asks you to. Like you won't go out your way to be like start up a game of PUBG.
Yeah,
will you?
no, I can't.
That's what I'm like now. I'm sick of PUBG.
Yeah,
I've played too much of it. Same with Fortnite. I'm sick of Fortnite. I'm done.
Yeah,
because like we were talking about Resi the other week.
We were.
Was it last week? It was last week.
It was last week. Yeah, it was episode 9, dude.
It feels like that was weeks ago.
It does. It feels so weird.
But we were talking about Resi 2, and if it wasn't for Resi 2, I wouldn't have bought this PlayStation.
Really?
It revived my love for single player games.
That's the thing. You don't normally really play many single player games.
I used to play quite a bit of single player when I did YouTube because it was for like Let's Plays and stuff. But then once I stopped, I got really into CS, and then I got into League of Legends, and then I got into like Overwatch for a little bit, and I got into like Siege, and I just really got into shooters like PUBG as well. PUBG was really fun when I first got it, and I've just always been a shooter guy. I love shooters. Shooters are fun, but recently I was grinding Fortnite like no man's business just because I had mates who were playing Divinity, and I don't like Divinity.
Oh, Original Sin, or
yeah, I was like, I need games for myself to play, so I just played Fortnite and did all the challenges and just fucked about on that.
Yeah,
and then Resident Evil 2 came out, and I played through that on my own and I was just like, I've missed single player games. And then while I was playing it, I also had my mate Owen in the chat in like Discord, and I could just hear him playing Final Fantasy, and he was having the time of his life. Not Final Fantasy, sorry, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
and he was having the time of his life, and I was like, I'm getting Kingdom Hearts. Decided I'm ordering myself a PlayStation, and I'm going to play through all of the Kingdom Hearts. I want more single player games. The PlayStation 4 is the king of single player games.
Well, now that you have the entire Kingdom Hearts, literally your single player games thing, you're gonna have so much work to do. Those games are so long.
Oh yeah,
and there's like 10 of them.
my mate's already completed fucking Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's like, I actually haven't seen anything of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Neither have I. I've avoided it.
Oh yeah, good idea. I wonder if
he says it's one of the best games he's played though. He says it's incredible.
Really?
And I think it is long because he's been playing it non-stop since it came out.
Yeah. It's actually kind of crazy. I never thought Kingdom Hearts 3 would actually come out. You know what I mean?
It was like a Half-Life 3 situation.
It was totally a Half-Life 3 situation. You know, would show little bits and stuff like that, and then they wouldn't arrive. They wouldn't talk about it on E3. They wouldn't do that. And then Square Enix was just like, Final Fantasy VII remake, and everyone went wild. And then they're just like, let's never talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake ever again.
Like that's it now. The Final Fantasy VII remake has took the meme of it's not coming out because we've heard nothing from it for a while now, have we?
No, we haven't.
Because there was like. It was because it was like Kingdom Hearts. We kept seeing the little cutscenes of like, hey, here's the new Toy Story trailer. Ooh, here's the new Monsters Inc. trailer. Who is this? And then it's like, okay, it's been 14 years. Where is it?
But actually, that's the thing that like I need to bring up now that like now like the reason why now I'm like so okay with remakes now is because of Resident Evil 2, right? Resident Evil 2. When someone says we're just like we're gonna remake Resident Evil 7, I was just like, no. But now I'm like, yes, please do. Like, I've seen other companies do it well, and they've set the standard for remakes now. Like, remakes have to be remakes.
There's been a lot of remakes. Yeah, I don't like remasters.
Remasters are a waste of time.
Because all it is higher resolution on a new console. Like, the Dark Souls remaster still infuriates me because I fell into the trap of thinking it was a remake when it was just a remaster. Because I expected Dark Souls 1 with the gameplay from Dark Souls 3, which would have been the dream.
But it's still as clunky.
It's
as
just
it
still
was.
a clunky, glitchy mess. Now on a new console with not even HD textures. It's just a mess.
It's actually a bit sad, really, about that. They could have easily made that really cool, but
the games that impressed me for remakes were the Wii U Wind Waker HD.
Oh,
which was stunning.
Yeah, I can.
And
get
then
down
there
with
was
that,
the what was it? The Twilight Princess remake, which was stunning.
Oh, that's
then we had obviously Resident Evil 2, and then you had the Resident Evil 1 and 0 remakes for the Xbox One. There's been there's been a lot of them that I have trust in them, but then you have the occasional one where it makes you realize a lot of people do it for the money. A lot of people do it to keep the franchise alive.
Yeah,
Capcom are doing it to keep Resident Evil alive. They knew people wanted survival horror, so they are giving us survival horror while they work on the next one. If you know what I mean.
You see, that's the thing. I usually, I sounded very cynical about it before, but there is some games that they've remade and remastered and stuff like that, which I'm okay with. Like Okami. If you've ever seen that game, it's
I've seen a little bit of the Grump stream it, but I've not really looked into it myself.
Dude, Okami is one of my favorite adventure games of that style. Before
it's the one where you play as a dog in it.
Yeah, it's the one where you play as it's I think it's Amaterasu, the Japanese god of stuff. But basically, you just draw.
I was having a sip of my drink and almost died.
It's a game where you just you draw circles and relics and things like that on people to attack them, and I don't know, seeing that game updated a little bit. Well, I haven't played that game in 10 years, so I really wanted to play that game again. I don't mind them as long as it's been a long time, right? I don't mind a remaster as long as it's been actually a long time. If it's a game for PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 and they remaster it for PC or something, more than willing. Dark Souls, sorry, bud, but haven't been out that long. Sorry, I don't like it.
I respected the remake, the remaster, I should say.
Really?
Because it was we all wanted it because on 360 and PS3, it ran at barely 20 FPS a lot of the times because it was an unoptimized mess. So everyone wanted the new engine, the engine they used for Dark Souls 3, which was amazing, was really well optimized, ran on every machine, looked amazing on Xbox One and PS4. And we were expecting that engine, Dark Souls 1. We got normal Dark Souls 1. It just ran at 60 FPS now.
Yeah.
Which was kind of disappointing. We wanted the movement from Dark Souls 3. Well, that's what I wanted. I don't know why I'm saying we. It's what I expected and wanted. Because it's when you think of a remaster, you think they're going to be doing it with their modern take on the series.
Yeah.
Look what Resident Evil 2 did. They didn't do the static camera. They didn't do the sort of really awkward aiming. Mm-hmm. They remade it with their modern style, the third-person action survival horror, and it was
which works fantastic. Super goddamn good. Right?
I beat Claire's campaign. Oh my god!
Oh, you finished now?
Yes,
I'm also finished.
I'm not finished, but I'm finished-ish.
You got the real end, right?
Yes. Yeah. I got the true ending.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! That ending fucked me up a
little
bit.
Have you finished as well?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Have you finished Claire's as well?
I'm finished Claire's. Yeah.
When they fucking walk in the field and then the fuel tanker drives past.
Yeah, dude. At that point, I was just fucking hell, dude. Oh my god.
I was laughing my head off. My mate was like, what? And I was like, just a black guy in a fuel tanker just flipped us off after we've just defeated the tyrant.
And he's going straight back into the place where the zombies are. And Leon's just fuck him. Well,
no, because what that was meant to be was it was meant to explain that the outbreak was only in Raccoon City and they were outside of Raccoon City. It was meant to show oh, outside of Raccoon City, it's all fine. But then in 3, they were like, oh no, it's not fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like whoops.
The end of 2 was meant to be like, oh, it's all nice now, everyone's safe. No, they aren't.
It's
but
just the
how
bit where
hyped?
when they're start going down the road, and it's just like, maybe you guys can adopt me, and then you guys can be my mom and dad. It's just like Leon's just like
I did really like the line of, was like, so are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we actually met yesterday, actually. And he was like, one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah.
I was like, that was actually pretty good. I like that.
That was awesome. I actually really liked that. I was screaming on stream. I was just like, ah!
How hyped were you for the when you first get on the elevator and then you go into the back room and it's just a fucking minigun?
Oh, dude, I was so so surprised because it kind of came out of nowhere. Because like you have like pistols and stuff like that, and so you got a submachine gun and you have a grenade launcher and you have like this lightning gun. And then you just like open the door. It's just like, oh, hello, and then you're just like, oh no, there's gonna be a boss fight here.
Oh yeah, you knew the minute you pick, because like you walk into that room. Well, you're on the way to that room. You find like 6 herbs. You find like endless ACP rounds, grenade weapons, or grenade launcher ammo, and then there's just a minigun at the end. You're like, right, I'm gonna fight something fucking big.
Dude, there was.
Right. The worst thing was, right, on that final boss battle. Sorry if anybody's getting spoilers here. You should have known from the last one that we've been playing through it. Anyway, sorry if it's spoilers, but listen on if you don't. I first on that boss battle, when it jumps on top of the train, doesn't it, and then you're spraying it down with the minigun and shit. Yeah. I died on that after healing about 4 times, right? Yeah. I had 4 full heals. Like I went down to red, full healed, red, full healed. I did that 4 times. Yeah. And then died. I was like, fuck, this bitch is hard. Yeah. Then I stocked my inventory with 6 full heals, the minigun, loads of like weapons and shit, and then went back in. Beat it without taking a single hit. Yeah. That's the kind of
the first time you fight these bosses, you're just kind of panicking because you don't really know what they're gonna do.
You don't know what to expect.
And then like afterwards, you're just like, I know you're pattern bitch, and I'm coming back.
It was like the Dark Souls thing we were talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You learn a pattern and then you stick to it and you do it. But like it was just, I was so annoyed with myself. I was like, I just got battered by it and I beat it without getting a single hit.
Dude, I actually the amount like at the end, there's like a vagina monster. Right, where it's just like on the train. Yeah. And I didn't have enough ammo to defeat it. So, so like I was just like, the first time I was like, pew, 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 and then ran out of ammo. I was just like, what do I do? Well, like just screaming to myself. And then it like eats me. And then there's suddenly an ammo package in like the crate. Oh, really? Beforehand. I'm just like,
it's like the game knew. It was like, oh, here you are. Sorry about that.
I was like, you literally just need 3 or 4 more shots. Here you go. Thank you.
Like on mine, I beat him on like before that big vagina monster. Before that, I beat him with the shotgun. Yeah, like the massive. I beat him with that. Then when it was on the train, I had the full minigun.
Oh wow!
So I was just on the train like.
Oh my god, dude.
And then Leon's like, we gotta take this off. And I'm like, no, we don't. I'm mowing him down with a minigun. It's like, leave it to me, Leon. Big man over there. Leave it to the girl who isn't a trained police officer.
That's the thing that I do need to bring up as well. Like,
she's just a random girl using a minigun.
Yeah, Leon, like, in my playthrough, Leon had all the guns. And, like, so when she has no ammo, just like, Leon, help! He's just Leon, like, we gotta get rid of this. We gotta go. It's like, Leon, use your fucking shotgun.
No, because what weapon did he get just before that from Ada? He got a fucking rocket launcher. Remember, Ada throws it down to him on the elevator and it's like, here, Leon. That's the last thing you'll see of me. And
yeah, she's all just like, I guess I repaid my debts. And then she's just like, I'm out of there. Sexual tension.
There's a fucking rocket launcher. And I'm like, zoinks.
I will admit, when I first went through the playthrough of Leon's campaign, and he just gets on the train, and then he opens the door, and then the facial, like, I don't know what happened with the face of, what's her name? I forgot the other girl. Claire. Claire's face was just like, like, it's like, Leon! And it's just like,
excited.
Like I got. It's just, it was such a change of pace of what was going on because everyone was like up until there, everyone's brooding and like upset and stuff like that, and I haven't seen anybody actually smile in the game. So when like Claire was just like,
What about they all smile throughout the entire thing? They all seem really happy.
My fucking god.
Because like when they meet at the fence and like it's like, oh, Claire, I'm glad to see you. It's like, oh, hey Leon.
Hey Leon, I know
We're
there's
totally
a
gonna
zombie
bang.
behind
Oh
me,
wait,
but,
it's dinner time. Like, and then there's like the whole making out sesh on the cable car between Ada and Leon, and
yeah. Well, dude, I don't know. I don't like. I know it's gameplay standards, but why didn't Leon just shoot the lock? Let's make it a
'cause it's a
co-op
game,
campaign,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what happens.
yeah.
But the bit I really liked was the scene between Leon and Ada when he finds out she's a mercenary.
Yeah.
That shit was really cool.
like just the fucking stare down of just like,
Yeah.
you won't
And he's
shoot
like-
me.
He becomes like a super badass, and he's just like stood up against her.
Was that
And then
was that the
fucking
bit?
Annette comes in and just pops Ada, and you're like, shit.
Was that the bit where you were just like, yo, the acting just increases tenfold? Was that
Yeah.
the bit that you meant? Yeah,
Yeah.
like 100%. I was just like,
Like there was the bit when they kiss on the cable car, and then there's that bit I was talking about. Those were the two bits
yeah.
I brought up in the last podcast. I really enjoyed those bits, acting wise.
Dude, just the bit where it's just like Leon's just like, I've got you, Ada, and she's just like, no, Leon, just let me go. Leon, come on. Goodbye, Leon. Mwah.
It's just the difference in right at the beginning where he's just like, "Hey, I'm Leon. How's it going? What the? Whoa. Oh, zombie. Oh, whoa. What the?"
Well,
and then
yeah.
later on he's just like, "So you say you're FBI?" And it's like, what happened? Have you just become like a chiseled war veteran in this single day that you've been fighting zombies?
like I could totally see it. No, but you know what I was saying about like the director, like on one stage. I think they
Yeah.
just had a feeling of just like, are we gonna make this campy or are we gonna not? And then halfway through recording Leon's lines, they were just like, we need to, like, everyone else isn't doing it, so you have to like change.
Yeah, I think
That's
they had
how
like
I
a
felt.
50-50 on it. It was like they wanted it to keep the campiness of the original, but also have a modern flair on it. Like, I think that's what the sort of direction was.
Yeah, like
It was nice.
it was good. It was good. No, I really, really enjoyed it. Like, as much as it,
You know what?
as much as like campy acting, like it can seem out of place, and sometimes I love it. Like,
You know what the
fucking Monty
best acting
Python,
in it
great. Sorry, go ahead.
You know what the best acting in it was though?
Mhm.
Was that orphanage level where you play as Sherry?
That orphanage level,
How
dude.
good was that?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Just the amount of, like, I know I said this in last podcast, but just humans scare me more than monsters.
Because Chief Irons was a nut job, and he
Dude.
was great.
Oh my
it
fucking
was
god!
so good.
I wish that level was actually longer. Like, just
Dude, right?
Sherry, if you come
The
out
thing
now.
I hated about it. Look, the thing I hated about it was, you know, because you throw the acid in his face.
Yeah.
And then he runs into the toilet, doesn't he, and leaves the key in the door.
Yeah.
I went up, got the key, and I was like, "Can I just lock this door
lock
now?"
the door. Yeah, that's what I
Lock
said
him in
on
the
the stream
bathroom.
as well. Yeah.
But the reason you can't is because you go there later as Claire, don't you? And
Yeah.
there's items in that cupboard, well, in that bathroom.
It's
and
smart
there's
to
the Mr. Raccoon.
yeah. It's smart to think that for Claire. Sorry, she's oh god, what's her name again? Sorry, my brain is melting so bad.
Sherry.
Sherry's like 10,
Yeah,
right?
something like
Like-
that. She's very young.
Yeah, it's like she was smart enough to get the keys and like try and get out. You know what I mean? She had her priorities like straight, and like you can't fault her too much for that. At least that's
Because I don't
in my
think she
opinion
would
about
have. She wouldn't have without Claire.
that. Yeah,
Because if she didn't have Claire, she wouldn't have a reason to get out. Because then she'd just be alone again.
yeah, exactly.
it's
Well,
just
look, yeah, like just getting away from that big boy was probably
guess,
like
yeah.
the best decision that she probably made in the whole show. But
Yeah. Show.
showing up's not bad.
Story,
I don't know,
I
man.
guess.
Like the amount of acting like in that thing was kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to see such good performances from characters that shouldn't have mattered that much. You know, like
Well, that's the thing with
sorry, go ahead.
Sherry and Chief Irons. I think they had the best because of like it was a kid.
Yeah,
A kid in this situation always increases attention, and then you always had this crazy guy who's got like very weird vibes. Did you read all the notes about Chief Irons?
dude, I read one note where he's just like masturbating over cutting open like an animal's belly. And I kind of like sat there for a little bit, like just talking to chat, like just being like, okay, so what is this?
That wasn't the one I was on about, but I remember that
Yeah.
when it was like it's all warm and all mine, and I was just like,
it's just like, oh,
"Oh,
dude. Like,
no
just
thanks."
specifically the one where it's just like, oh my god, it's all warm, it's all mine. I'm about to come, and I was just like, Whoa! Whoa!
Because the one I was on about was he was hired by Umbrella to kill people who were willing, like, who knew about, like, the Umbrella, like, G-Virus and all this, and he was hired to, like, kill people and hired to sort stuff out by, like, Umbrella. It was really weird.
And he's the
really
police
cool to
chief,
read.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, that's what I mean. You get all these paperworks of Chief Irons saving these children, saving women off the streets from attackers, and all of this chief stuff. And then you go into his office and you read all this shit about him being a sexual deviant towards, like, animals.
Yeah.
And working for Umbrella by killing people and children. It's like, whoa.
There's actually one doctor when you go into the underground level, where you kind of like open up to this kind of like cabinet, like with a bed inside, and that's where the doctor is, and in it is just like, I told you to get security up, like fucking, that must have been like him talking to the sheriff,
yeah, I
right?
think that was him talking to Chief Irons. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I think it was named like something Lee.
Yeah, it was Dr. Lee.
It's like Dr. Lee. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause it
Dr.
was some
Lee.
Chinese doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It was really nice to read all the notes and get into it. I'm like,
Oh god,
cool.
I really
But
loved it.
speaking of like the notes,
Oh yeah.
how many Mr. Raccoons did you find?
Oh
your two
fuck.
playthroughs?
I didn't actually pay attention too much. Actually, if over both playthroughs, probably about
'cause they add up.
9. If like,
See, that's the annoying thing.
I remember shooting 9.
I found 11.
Hmm?
Guess how many there are?
How many are there?
15.
Oh really?
I missed 4.
I thought they were gonna be like an annoying collectible, so I didn't really care about like
No,
them.
but you know what you get after collecting them all?
No.
An infinite knife.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
An
really?
infinite knife.
Dude,
Yeah.
for hardcore mode, that's gonna be like a savior.
But if you beat hardcore mode, you get an infinite pistol.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you get an S rank on normal... No, if you get an S rank, you get the infinite pistol, I think.
Okay.
Then if you beat hardcore with an S rank, you get, like, something else infinite. I think it's like the infinite, like, shotgun. I can't remember.
I remember watching somebody on like stream have an infinite rocket launcher for Claire, and I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
What?
you can get all that. I remember getting that on Resident Evil 5, which was complete the game in under 5 hours.
Yeah.
And you got the infinite rocket launcher, which was the best because you could one hit every boss
Dude, oh.
and just speed run it. It was great. But
I never tend to play games a second time going through.
I'm planning on doing this one. I want to try and 100% it, or like just do as best as close as I can to 100%. Like all the challenges and stuff, because some of the challenges are insane.
Are you gonna
It's
do
complete
like the stream on
mode in the
hardcore?
3 hours? I'm going to eventually. I want to do Kingdom Hearts first. I want
Yeah.
to take a break from Resi because it's been my life. I want to take a little break and then maybe jump back in. But I also want to do a playthrough on the mod I shown you.
Oh, the
first-person
first
mod.
person mod, yeah.
It's terrifying.
It looks kind of fucked
I
up.
gave it a quick go, and it's really hard because you know how the third person camera moves?
Yeah.
It's like Leon doesn't rotate until you're already like 90 degrees sideways, aren't you?
Oh fuck yeah.
So it's like you've got free look until you're looking left and then your character rotates. So trying to aim is really awkward.
I actually love that.
It's still
I love
it's
that.
still staged it's still stage 1 of the mod though, so I think they're going to add like they're going to add like improvements and then it'll just feel like a first person game.
They're probably
'Cause
gonna strip all
everything
of
works.
the like code from Resident Evil 7 and then just pop it in there, you know?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cuz it works really well in first person.
Have you played it?
I was terrified. I played it like a little bit right at the beginning. And it looks good. All the models are really high res up close, so it doesn't even look like bad. Like the graphics of the character models aren't bad when it's in first person. And like whenever you get attacked, it zooms out to third person.
Okay,
And then you
that's
push them off,
pretty
and then
good.
it'll go back to first. And oh, it was great.
So, oh, dude, you know what would be like really scary though? Like having the camera
What?
like turn around if a zombie grabs like behind you and just see his head like gnawing into your arm.
Oh.
Like that would actually scare the shit out of me.
Mate, VR though.
Oh.
Imagine if they had a
Oh
VR
my
mod.
fucking god, yes. What's
I could probably get that working because I've got a VR mod that makes any game VR capable, but I don't want it. It's spooky.
Was it Resident Evil 7 VR?
On PlayStation, yeah.
Oh.
Annoyingly. I'm really tempted to buy a PSVR just to play through that, but it's like £200.
Yeah, no,
just to play that,
it's not worth it.
I don't fancy it, considering I own an Oculus and I could just mod and get a similar experience on PC. But
yeah, I'm sure like it shouldn't be that different, right?
Because when I tried it, it was just like gluing the screen to my eyes, and it didn't work that well.
Oh,
but apparently Vorpex had a major update which fixes a lot of the issues and looks better. So I need to give it another try.
Yeah. Like even if it's
it
just
used
like
it used to just render it as 2 images each eye, and then bind the mouse movements to your head movements. But apparently they've managed to get a way to render it in 3D space.
Oh shit, that's actually really cool.
So I need to figure it out. I've not tried Vorpex for a long time.
Do you use the controllers as well, or do you just like...
You can bind everything to the controllers if you want to, but it's easier to just use a controller.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean? Because it doesn't track your hands and stuff. It just...
Yeah,
you can just use the controllers as like the D-pad and the arrow keys and all that, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, Blair.
Yeah?
It's been over an hour.
Has it? Oh, fuck,
yes.
Really?
It's been like an hour and 15 minutes.
Dude, I enjoyed that, dude. I was enjoying that.
Well, that was a lot of chatting.
There was a lot.
We did a lot.
We talked about a lot, like over like an entire space of the time. But Scottscy.
So.
Oh fuck.
Wait a minute.
What?
So as we mentioned before, we've got Boys on the Internet, Instagram and Twitter now.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to go give us a cheeky follow, we would love that, because we're gonna start posting some stuff on there. Like we're gonna be asking questions. Like I've got some ideas of like on the Instagram story, putting like a topics up, like ask us questions and we'll answer them on the podcast type of deal, like Q&As and stuff. And we're gonna be posting stuff on there, which would be nice, and on the Twitter as well.
Yeah,
which would be pretty cool. So Blair, where can we find you, my dude?
Well,
and don't say Ireland or I'll come to Ireland and slap you. You were about to
kind of took the steam out of my like engine there a little bit. Well, you know, they can find me in the West, but like anyway, just West Side. They can find me over at youtube.com/c Blairlex. They can find me on twitch.tv/Blairlex. They can find me on twitter.com twitter.com/Blairlex my dudes. And they can find me at Instagram at Blairlex my dude as well. But where can they find you, Scott?
But wait, they can also find you on Casting Call Club.
They can also find me on Casting Call Club. Yes, they can indeed find me on Casting Call Club.
Saved you.
Dude, you saved me.
So if you want any voice work doing, give Blairlex a shout. He's a good boy.
Dude, a wink.
He's a hard grafter.
I'm a hard worker.
He is. I wish I had that fucking work ethic.
Dude,
anyway,
you will.
I'm Scottscy. You can find me over on the YouTube at Scottscy, on the Twitch, where soon I'm going to be doing some Kingdom Hearts. I've probably already done a few streams by the time this episode's come out.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3 as much as I can. So please go give us a follow at twitch.tv/Scottscy. And yeah, I'm going to be streaming quite a bit over there. And also on Instagram at Scottscy, and on Twitter at ScottscyYT. That's Scottscy with SCOTTSCY. Whoa. And this podcast, where's this available? Where's the podcast available?
Where's
Where
this
else
podcast
if they want to change it up?
Dude, what? It's on Acast. It's on Spotify.
Yep.
It's on iTunes Podcast. It's on YouTube. And is indeed on, I think that's everything. SoundCloud. There we go. And SoundCloud. There we go. I forgot about SoundCloud. Whoops. So
yeah, I updated all the banners and stuff on Twitter and YouTube with like a new banner and stuff. It looks really nice.
Dude, you could. Oh yes,
it includes all of like the logos and stuff, and it looks really nice.
Also, give us a subscribe on the new YouTube channel. We're going to be making lots of content for that very, very soon. And
head over to the YouTube. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when we actually start uploading and when the podcast episodes come out. If you need that weekly reminder, but we aim for Tuesday 6 p.m. We're a bit late this week. But
we're a bit late for this week, but next week we'll make sure that we stay on time every time.
I always try and announce it in my Discord if it's going to be late or like if there's any issues or anything. So make sure you pop in our Discords. The links are in the description. All links to everything we've mentioned is in the description.
And everything we haven't mentioned in the description.
Yeah, we might have missed something. Who knows?
Who knows? Dude, that was a great podcast. Scottscy?
Yes. I really need to pee. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's trying to escape. Oh, I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Goodbye, everybody. Scottscy's gonna pee his pants, but that's okay. It's 2019. Bye-bye.